Hi, I'm Montclair Mayor Sean Spiller, coming to you with our weekly update for February 17th, 2021. First, I want to start with our COVID-19 update numbers from February 7th through February 13th. We have seen 46 new cases, six of which have been identified as probable. Of those, one new hospitalization and thankfully no new deaths. The most significant thing that we've seen in our data of late is a significant number of the cases being in the younger age range. In fact, from 0 to 30, we've seen the most cases this week, 21 that are in that age group. In fact, those above 70 account for 4 cases, so we see a big difference there. As we look at all of the age ranges, we see from 0 to 20, we've seen 8 cases, 17%, 21 to 30, 13 cases, 28%, 31 to 46 cases at 13%, 41 to 50, 5 cases, 11%, 51 to 60, 5 cases at 11%, 61 to 70, 5 cases, 11%, 71 to 80, 1 case, 2%, 81 to 93 cases at 70%, and no cases at 90 and above. So again, we're seeing that trending to younger ages. So something to be mindful of, and could be a number of reasons for that. But certainly a cautionary tale. We all need to make sure we stay safe and exercise the caution and the guidance from CDC, as we know that oftentimes that can lead to spread greater in families in the community as those individuals interact. As always, there are a number of testing locations that the county is offering. Anyone who so chooses is encouraged to go get a test. There's a number of testing sites that are available, conducting roughly 800 tests per day. You just have to go to essexcovid.org, essexcovid.org to schedule a test. As I've been announcing now in the last couple of updates, also the YMCA right here in town is also offering tests. They offer rapid tests. They also offer the PCR tests. Take a little bit longer, 24 to 72 hours to get back once that's been received from the lab. But again, they do have the rapid tests, all of which are no cost. Bring your insurance card. Remember, all this testing is provided free of charge, whether it's county, whether it's at the Y. Just make sure if you so desire, go get tested. It's something that hopefully will alert everyone to an earlier positive case and therefore hopefully allow for limiting of the spread. Of course, the big thing that we're all trying to do now is make sure vaccine is available and vaccine is distributed. Again, Essex County, this is mostly occurring through the counties. The state does have a couple mega site locations and some other pieces, but counties are leading the way, and certainly Essex County, by all accounts, leading the way, certainly in the state and probably in the nation. Our location for Montclair is the Kmart in West Orange, 235 Prospect Ave. So that's where, if you're a Montclair resident, that's where you're going to get vaccinated. As of February 13th, 14,932 Essex County residents have been vaccinated at that West Orange Kmart site for the first dose. We also have seen 4,348 residents have received their second dose at the site. And again, that's primarily for Montclair residents and a number of others, towns that are going there. So that gives you a little indication of the volume that's happening there. Essex County as a whole, as of Monday, had gotten 74,932 shots in total to individuals. That's 56,775 first shots and 18,157 second shots. They also are varying a little bit in terms of the amount of vaccine they're receiving from the state. Every week it's between 9,000 and 11,000 shots, vaccine amounts that they receive to be distributed. The good news is that the state does look at how successful an entity as a county is at getting that vaccine out. Essex County is tremendously successful, so that allows us to qualify and get even more vaccine than if we were poorly getting that out. Certainly in calls that we've seen from the governor's office and others, they are constantly checking in to make sure that vaccine is getting out into the community, making sure it's getting out equitably. So they're tracking that data as much as possible to make sure that the percentages of the vaccine getting into people's arms, the percentage of the population that is being distributed to, mirrors those of the communities in which they're serving. That remains an ongoing challenge of skepticism. As you may know, I've held a number of town halls on this subject. We'll continue to have more. There's a lot of effort making sure that this gets into everywhere in our community, specifically Black and brown individuals in our community and throughout the state, because we're seeing a lower proportion of those individuals getting the vaccine at this point. So there's a concerted effort to make sure that that changes. Certainly something that will be important. We know that the J&J vaccine, as that comes onto market, will be a big difference in terms of just its ability to be transported Right now, the guidance is once a Moderna vaccine, I guess the seal is broken, they don't recommend transporting. J&J, it's a much easier temperature, much easier transport. It allows, to bring the vaccine more into the community than having everyone go to a site. So everyone's optimistic and hopeful for that as well. For right now, the county is coordinating with the town to transport anyone who does need transportation to a vaccination site. Currently, countywide, they're doing about 200-300 transports per week. Anyone who needs transportation can reach out through the Essex County website, can reach out through their phone number, can contact the township itself, and we will make sure we arrange transportation. Make sure you get to the site to get vaccinated as need be if you don't have transportation. So that's important. Another specific thing I want to note about vaccinations, the vaccinations for this Thursday, March 18th, as of right now, are still on. There's a big but with that. We all know there's inclement weather coming. So please be sure to check their website, be sure to check your emails. That could change depending on some of the predictions that they get in terms of snowfall and what's coming, in terms of weather assessment. So right now it's on, but, listen, depending on when you're listening to this on your device here, that could have changed. So be sure to check the website and look in your emails to see if you had an appointment and it's for Thursday, if that gets changed. We are currently still in the 1A category. Again, that's been defined, I think, as you note. It's been expanded from time to time, but right now it is, everybody who's a frontline medical worker, anyone who's now 65 and older, anyone with an underlying condition, all of these things qualify you in the 1A category. It remains to be seen if that gets expanded or when we move on to the next 1B or the next category to qualify for the vaccine. To get that vaccine, again, you go to essexcovid.org, essexcovid.org, and you can sign up. You also, if you have any questions about it or sign up via phone or anything else, you can reach out to the county call line. That's 973-877-8456, 973-877-8456. Right now, the latest guidance, until you get the vaccine, the CDC is now recommending double masking. The big worry is that these more infectious strains that we're all hearing about are here. We know that, but they're going to potentially spread quickly through our population. So the guidance now from CDC is wear double masks and try and be as safe as possible for sure. Next, I wanted to talk a little bit again about energy aggregation. I mentioned this last week, but I wanted to just remind everyone, if you didn't catch it there, you may have received something in the mail which says, hey, there's this energy aggregation program that the town is involved in. Here's some information about it. And here's some information if you want to, get out of the energy aggregation program. I will say before you go down that road, understand what you're getting. Energy aggregation is a piece that we are extremely proud of. It happened a number of years ago. We're able to do the first example of this and put it into effect. What it has allowed us to do is get much greener energy, more than double of what the state would require. And the goal was always at the same or lower cost. So in the last round of it, we could not have been more successful on both fronts. We got unbelievably green energy, again, more than double the amount of green energy required from the state. And the latest updates, checking on this, we're at a savings of $850,000 to the residents. So $850,000 savings, and again, much greener energy. Another exciting part of the program is anyone can opt to go up to 100% green energy. There's a premium on that, but anyone here, and I know a number of individuals took advantage of it last time, can go to 100% green energy. So again, here's another opportunity to be in this program. And again, you're going to get greener energy, and the cost will be no increase from what you pay otherwise. As a note, it's still provided by PSE&G. It's still PSE&G call if anything happens. It's still just all the same. It has nothing to do with distribution. It's really buying it on the front end, if you will. That's the only thing that happens, and you would see no difference, except in greener energy and hopefully continue with the lower cost, but no higher cost. Also along those lines, when we talk about environment and just the actions we're taking, you may have seen and heard we passed a more restrictive leaf blower ordinance. The goal there was to improve quality of life in terms of the noise and everything else, and of course it does have a major environmental impact. So we're happy to move that forward as a council as well. Just an update on some of the task force work, a reminder to keep utilizing the Shop, Eat, Repeat, the campaigns that are going on, which is about shopping local, tagging your posts when you post something about shopping local, dining local, whatever that may be. It's really an opportunity for us to promote our local businesses, support our local businesses, our neighbors, our friends, So we encourage you to do that. And also another big one that has come online given the inclement weather, big shout out to our nonprofits and the work they've been doing in terms of the work as part of the mayor's COVID-19 task force. They have, and now has been finalized, a plan to help the homeless during these frigid temperatures and this inclement weather. So we're happy to see that is in effect, and a great public-private partnership where significant dollars were pulled in on the private side as well. So kudos to the great work that the task force is doing on all fronts. Could not be more thrilled, so thank you. Also want to talk about, I mentioned before that the vaccination for Thursday is still on, but you have to check because that could change. However, what they have already canceled is the food distribution event that was scheduled for Branch Brook Park. That was supposed to be Thursday as well. That has been canceled because of the weather. So again, that has been canceled because of the snow. So, that one you don't have to check for. That will be rescheduled. All right. With that, as always, I just want to say if you have any specific questions, please reach out. You can email me at questions@seanspiller.com, questions@seanspiller.com. Happy to answer them and get back to you. And if I see a number of them, we'll certainly put it in the update that we have here. So with that, stay safe, stay well, stay masked. It's double masked at this point, and I'll talk to you soon.